Well, today is very much a desperate, I don't know what to play stream. Which is why I'm playing a desperate game. I'm playing Fallout 76, and I'm gonna play it until I get bored, which could be half an hour, it could be 3 hours, it could be 10 minutes. I'm gonna go until I'm bored, and then I have a couple things on reserve in case I do get bored. I kind of don't want to feel, I don't feel like playing New Vegas again today, because I don't like, it's not like I don't like it, I want to space it out. Like, I don't want to blow through all of New Vegas too quickly. I should probably turn the fucking thing off. There we go. We good? Clap, clap. Yeah, we're good. Okay. How's the volume? It's good on stream. It's a little loud on my end, so I will adjust. Sorry, I'm fucking around with the volume, which does affect it out on the other end. I did realize that, but it's fine. I can deal with it. If it gets too blisteringly loud to me, I'll take my headphones out and I'll just listen through my sound bar. I got a little sound bar. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. This game's a mess still. Welcome to my Enclave flavored base on top of this hill. Overlooking Charleston, pretty much. We got a bunch of generators. We got turrets for when enemies spawn inside the base, which happens frequently. I got a lumberjack slot machine. I have a vault that I don't use. Scrap stuff, storage, crafting. My shitty bedroom with half-finished bobblehead collection and some very sparse furnishing because I don't particularly care too much about this sort of shit. I don't particularly care either to like set up a bunch of like fucking water machines or whatever. Like, I don't care. I don't play enough to get use out of like, oh, build 7 billion things to make water or to do like, you know, whatever. Like, what the fuck is this? Sam's? Who the fuck is Sam? Who the fuck is Catherine? No, seriously, who the fuck are these people? Eh. Why can't I only one ally? Well, who the fuck is Catherine? And who's Sam? Is it just like an NPC called Catherine around? Just like that's gonna teleport in? See, this is how little I give a shit about the base building in this game. Oh. The fuck is this? Misc structures. Oh, a home. A boat. All right, the sign, right? Yeah. Tube. Oh yeah, I have one of those in the vault. Fortress catwalk. What the fuck? Don't even know what half this shit is. I got one of those. Oh shit. So I had a lot of coffee before stream started, so if I'm a little manic, that's why. Oh Jesus fucking shit.
Always use the sky as a map. Winds may change, but the North Star will never lead you astray. Greetings, darling.
Who are you? Also, no one asked, nerd. Ugh. Well, whatever. She gets to stay for now. Oh, here's the tree that clips in to my wall because it's a very good game. Here's one of the few remaining pieces of, I believe it was, what was it called? The Battle Royale mode that this game used to have, which I actually really liked. I thought it was, like, not great. I don't particularly care for Battle Royales in general.
You never know what you might miss otherwise.
Okay, never mind. You don't get to stay for now. You're too loud. Switch to modify. Store. Thank you. Also, I'm going to turn voices down because she's loud as shit. That explains it. Look at that. It was on max. Yeah. And music. Music is always loud, too loud in every single game. I don't know what the turrets were shooting at, but whatever. What was I gonna do? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I had a bunch of coffee. I'm one of those people who, like, I had 2 cups of coffee in like 15 minutes. As soon as the coffee is at a temperature, that is like good and like it's nice and hot, but not too hot that I'll actually burn myself, it's gone. I'll drink the entire cup in like a minute. Just because I end up just letting it sit too long otherwise, and it just becomes cold and miserable. So I'm like, I'm gonna take a couple cups of coffee just to have a little bit more alert before stream, because I got a little tired last night when I was streaming. But yeah. Oh wait, actually, I want to use a different gun. I'm using this plasma caster. It's slow, but it's ammo efficient. Because it's slow, it does good. It's got good DPM, but not good DPS. I'm gonna use this other thing I have that I don't know if it's how good it actually is, but it will be a change. Swap it out for my 50 cal. Then I have a couple other things. I've got this last night or the night before. Red Terror, and it's like a unique weapon. It's an MG. I want to say that that's an MG 30. I don't know if that's a 30. That's a 42. That's an MG 42. I like the second perk kind of sucks because it forces you to aim to get 25% of your damage out of it, but But I have that. This, I think I don't even know where I got this, but that's gonna, I'm gonna sell that. I kept this bow because I think eventually I'll do a bow build. Eventually. T45, I'm gonna, this can be sold. That can be sold. I like the 50% next less fall damage from that. Overeaters. Whatever, sell that. 50 cal, let's take the 5. How encumbered am I with both these weapons equipped? Pretty darn encumbered, although a lot of that could be this other shit too. Oh, I put my plasma caster away already, so I'll drop the ammo. Put the plasma cartridges. Another thing is that my big power armor arm gets in the way of the screen, which is kind of awkward, but as you can see, I have the totally not evil, God damn it, you can't. Oh, fuck. I have the totally not evil Enclave armor on. I really like the way this looks. It reminds me of, very much of Frank Horrigan from Fallout 2. It's not 100% the same, but the tubes in the head remind me of it. Like, specifically how he looked at the end of Fallout 2. I don't think I've ever used this thing. What am I doing? So I do have like some of the quests. There's this whole new area here. Oh, there's a... Let's do the event. Why not? Before anyone asks, do I think this game is good? No. It's just that it's a sunk cost fallacy. I've spent too much time in this game. I find it's fun to just like fuck around in. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like one of these people who has like, I'm not in like the high hundreds of levels. Although I am, this character is 166. Granted, if you added all of the levels I have on all of the characters, I would probably be close to 300.
Dropworth Tours thanks you for your patience. Back again for another go. Right. Give me a sec to look up the locations of the parts.
The pots.
When I'm done, you can get scavenging and see if there's... Oh, this harvester needs some maintenance, and I'm hoping...
Maybe I go third person for this because of that the big half the screen, or like a third of the screen, is interface and arm.
you've sorted that harvester. Let's fire it off. Aye, those are the ones. Go ahead and pop that, whatever that is, into one of them consoles. Boxes have instructions in them somewhere, mate. Never doubted you for a second, mate. Get the rest of it fixed. Looks good to me. Go get some more.
I have to like manually click.
Looks good to me. Go get some more. Right. All the bars are at the top and flashing green, so that's probably a good thing. I'm gonna set about getting this thing online. You take a quick breather. Remember when I told you about them?
So I'm not sold on this machine gun. Also, I'm gonna have to switch my headset because I can't fucking hear anything with how loud it is on that. So I'm gonna switch to my. You're gonna not have any audio for a second. Oh no, I might have to restart the game. Shit. God fucking shit. Damn it. Fuck. Okay, so if I turn my headphones back on, will the game audio come back? Yeah, Fallout, this game does not like switching audio sources while the game is running. So trying to switch from my earbuds to my soundbar, the sound just goes away. It just doesn't like it. I have to restart the game. Good. Oh, do we have something? I heard like a flicker. Nope. Could I put some meme music on or something? God fucking damn it. I'm just gonna do this. I know I'm gonna lose this event, but whatever. Also, the game crashed. Yep. Fallout 76 is not responding. No, I don't want to fucking report the Windows to report the problem to Microsoft. Fuck off. Okay, close my earbuds. The sound's coming through my thing, my soundbar. Restart the game. There we go. I couldn't switch the sound without it making I couldn't adjust the sound too low with my current setup without it making the sound really quiet on stream, because it was perfectly fine on stream as far as I could tell, but it was just too loud in my earphones, like especially with like 70 people shooting their guns that fire 4 rounds a second and explode. And yeah, I'd really like for that caffeine to kick in, because I feel like exhausted. I've been streaming for 16 minutes and I feel like I'm taking a nap. I don't know why. I feel like sometimes taking coffee, I feel worse afterwards. Like I feel tired. What? Camp would not be placed. Someone else there? You... No, it isn't. There it is. It's right there. I don't even think this is the same event. I don't recognize any of these names. Yeah, I'm not sold on this machine gun. I think I need better perks. Not perk, legendary perk, whatever. The thing on the gun. The gun needs better things. How do can I tell if a weapon counts, like what it counts as? Like, do I know, because I know this is a heavy weapon. Does that machine gun that I have, that Red Terror, that unique one, does that count as a heavy weapon or not? It's funny. Fallout 76 reminds me a little bit about, like, God damn it. Fuck. Fallout 76 reminds me a bit, like, of, I don't know what he's saying, like, a bit. It's a, I want to say, it reminds me of, or it's a bit like, and I keep mixing them together. It's a bit like, and it reminds me of Warframe, in that there are certain people who have played it enough and have gotten like obscene builds and items to the point where they just like walk through an area and everything dies. Oh fuck, and I'm gonna die again. That's what some of this reminds me of, is that like some people have played, they're like level 75,000 billion, and they have, you know, instant kill everything. Okay, guess he's going back to camp to get his plasma caster. Blocked. What? Is colliding with another person's camp? Oh, come on. I have to use this to get to my stash. This does have a stash, right? Scrap box, ammo storage. We're gonna put all the bullet. We're gonna take all the plasma. Gonna throw that in. Take my plasma caster. I like the plasma caster just in the way it looks too. Reminds me of Fallout 1. Reminds me of getting the whatever the fuck it was called, the upgraded plasma caster from Smithy, I think it was. I don't remember what it was called, if it was like the upgraded or advanced or whatever. But I remember one of my first playthroughs, if not my first playthrough of the first Fallout game, having the souped up plasma caster and just being able to fucking wreck everything. Hopefully someone on the server is going to launch like nukes or something. I like doing the nukes in this game. Running the silos was like one of my favorite things to do because it was challenging on my own, regardless of what I was doing, which was either, you know, if I was just in a power armor build, it was challenging, and then in a sneaky build, which I also like doing, it was challenging. It felt very difficult. It felt rewarding. And I remember the very first time I ran a missile silo, I did a... Oh, excuse me, Jesus. I did a... I decoded the launch codes myself. I didn't use the website. I found all the codes. Like, hunted down all the ghouls with the code backpacks, and then I even decoded the actual code into what it was from the scrambled, or I guess encrypted, right? That would be the way to describe it. The encrypted thing, I decoded it using however they do it. I don't remember how because this is a long time ago, but I did that and it was really neat. It was very satisfying getting through all, like writing down on that piece of paper, writing it down and going, okay, so this equals this, so it's this code, so it's this number, it's 1, and this one's 3, and this one's 4, etc. And then fighting through that, the silo, and then at the end crossing my fingers that I had actually done it correctly, which I had, and then having the missile launch and doing the what's it called, the Scorch Beast. Scorch Beast Queen, right? Yeah. That was fun. Where are the blueprints? Oh. Sorry, I just knocked your fucking picture off your desk. You couldn't put this in a more awkward location? I have no idea what the story is for this new expansion. I bet it's probably just as bad as the other stories in this game. I don't understand these people. They look like fucking Call of Duty. They look like Call of Duty zombies. Don't know why he's so quiet. All right, because I turned down the voices because it was deafening. Yep, that's great. Don't care. These conversations have broken on me several times. Yep, don't even care. I'm intelligent. This game has more skill checks than Fallout 4. That's embarrassing. And no, not just having skill checks does not make it good, but it's a step in the right direction. Vault 63 Meteorological Society. The fuck is that? Oh. I don't like when the game takes more than 10 seconds to load. It makes me think, oh no, it's going to crash. Man, that must have taken a lot of concrete to make. Ow. See, again, this thing isn't fast to fire, but it's very ammo efficient. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and then I sniffle into the mic like an asshole. Oh, jeez. Man, it is so stupid now that you get ammo. You get the relevant ammo you're using on a drop from an enemy almost guaranteed. It's one of those things that's like helpful early on. And of course, you get the loot for that almost guaranteed too. It's helpful early on, but it's one of those, I don't know, it just makes the game too easy. I will say that I did like playing Fallout 76 early in the game because I found that it could be difficult. It could be difficult. Keeping yourself fed, avoiding diseases, struggling because you don't really have any good perks, and also you're really just depending on whatever crap weapons you could find. And whatever ammo you could find. Oftentimes it was a case of just, I have ammo for this gun, so I'm using this gun. You know, oh, I picked up another hunting rifle off of a fucking dead Scorch. Guess I'm sticking to hunting rifles. It was actually made the sneak sniper build one of the easiest builds to use leveling, because there is a plethora of shitty hunting rifles and ammo in the early game that you can use essentially as a crutch, slowly making them better as you level up, and then you get the relevant perks. It's it's a glass cannon-y build, but it's still viable. I take the drugs in this game, just in the stims and stuff, just because I can sell them. It's one of those things where I almost never, it's probably not good play on my part, but in almost all the Fallout games, I don't use I don't use medics or chems or anything. Because it's just a case of, I never remember to do it like, oh, combat's starting, I better, take the psycho. And a case of also just do more damage. If the fastest way to defeat an enemy is just to kill them, to just overwhelm them with damage. It's one of my issues whenever I play like RPGs that have a lot of support skills, stuff like Baldur's Gate. I had trouble with a lot, where you're given a lot of abilities and spells that you can use to do to limit enemies. You can stun them, you can make them slower, you can do like damage over time effects or other things to make them so that either you have more defense, or make it so that it's harder for them to land an attack, etc. And it was always a struggle in games like that for me to use those abilities, because it was a case of, okay, I can stun this enemy, or I can just do more damage to them. The idea being, in my mind, that a dead enemy doesn't do any damage. A dead enemy does no damage, and that an enemy at full health does the same amount of damage as an enemy at 2 health. It's not like they get weaker, as most games don't do that, where the enemy will get weaker as they take damage. So it's a case of just fucking kill them. Just use damage. Focus damage, which is I did like in Baldur's Gate. My first character was a drow rogue. I think I made her an assassin, I think was the subclass. And I just got an email. No, just nothing. I made her a damage assassin, which was just like focusing on like sneak attacks and shit like that. And she could do some crazy like big hits.
I don't know you.
And it was exceptionally satisfying to do like 30 damage or whatever.
What's this? Oh, the blue. Fantastic. All that matters.
Why are they all ghouls, and why do some of them look like Call of Duty Nazi zombies?
Perfect.
I genuinely don't care. I'm asking these questions that are probably being answered, but that would require me giving a shit. I'll go look. Yep. Just give me the quest objective. I treat this like an MMO, where most of the time I don't give a shit about the story. God, this time like last year, I played a little bit of WoW Lich King Classic. I made a rogue. I essentially remade my live character, a Night Elf rogue, and I played with her through the leveling experience and through Northrend and all that. And there was an add-on I added that was really cool. I liked it a lot. It was it added AI-generated voice acting to all of the vanilla, well, not all, but the vast majority of the vanilla quests in the in World of Warcraft. And I really liked that. It was really cool. And it really made a lot of the boring quests, well, not boring, but like a lot of the quests that are just like, kill 10 boars. It was neat to get some of that. What it did is essentially all of the quest dialogue when you interacted with, and all of the dialogue. If you right-clicked on a character on an NPC, their dialogue would be spoken using AI generation. Like all the lines had been done through an AI, and you essentially had that all loaded. And so, you start the basic, wolf quest in Northshire Valley, or Northshire. Is it called the human starting area? That area, I think, Northshire Abbey or whatever. You do that. You start the wolf quest, and the guard's dialogue explaining why he wants you to kill the wolves or whatever is read out through AI, and it appears on the screen as like a little bubble. It was really neat. It did add a little bit of immersion to the quest outside of like, okay, just we need you to kill wolves because this is how the game works. Made it fun. Really enjoyed doing that. Hope the game is loud enough. It's a little quiet. I might turn it up. Oh, it's really low. That explains it. Apologies. There's violence over here. What is going on? Oh, I didn't even see this guy. Whoa. What the fuck was that? Did that guy just disappear into, like, lightning? What the shit? Was that like a mysterious stranger? All these destroyed Protectrons. That is probably my least favorite thing about power armor in Fallout 4. And in this is when you fall, this fucking stupid stumble animation is really annoying. It sometimes activates when you barely fall at all, and it's just distracting. Because you can't cancel it, you can't get out of it, it's just... Ugh. I guess it is worth the fact that you are immune to fall. Why am I not fast traveling to this fucking location? No, go away. No, yes. Yeah, I'll pay the 1 cap, whatever. I just have to get my volume mixer off the screen. I can't see my OBS. There we are. What does OBS stand for? Is it Open Broadcast Studio Suite, something like that? I don't know if OBS, I don't know what other people use. Do people use OBS? Because I just looked up, like, what is a streaming software that's good? And people said use OBS. And I saw, oh, it's free. Okay. What the fuck is this nerd?
Whoa! Oh! Oh! Who are you? Don't hurt me, please. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, there's the door. I just went out to... Anyway, bad news. I don't know.
Okay, yep, got it, whatever. Yep, sure.
You...
Is it the fucking Mothman cultists? It's a bunch of weirdos, so... The Mothman are like the only... The Mothman and the Mothman cultists are like the only interesting thing in 76 that is from 76. I don't think I've ever fought a Mothman in this game. That wasn't like a scripted event or wasn't like preset. I've seen the one a couple times. There's the one Mothman that stalks you. You like see him off in the distance, or he'll be like over a hill watching you, and if you look at him too long, or if you get close enough to him, he just disappears. But I never actually fought one. If you just heard a shout in the background, ignore it. that was my family. I believe they are watching a hockey game or some shit, and someone scored or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about sports. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Another good thing about using power armor in this game is you don't have to sit through the stupid fucking animation for using a stim pack. It's automatic. Yeah, again, you can, with a gun like this, because of how ammo efficient it is, you can essentially get more ammo, and with the ammo back thing you get, because enemies drop the ammo you're using, if you're good with your shots, you can get more ammo back than you've spent in almost every fight. Oh, ain't this a cute little diorama?
Never seen them. While they were locked up in
Yep, got it. Bringing up the Moth. Yep, the Mothman.
on about something. Either way, I'm glad. Oh, well.
And so it's 2020. Show me to the machine.
You'll follow me.
I don't trust this man's mustache. Don't trust that he's let these giant rad roaches just sit around. Take the gunpowder, because I do use ballistic ammo every once in a while. My character is on an exclusively dog food and Nuka-Cola diet. That's not a joke, because I have both the Good Doggy and Cola Nut perk. As well as the one that gives you benefit from being fully fed, because why not? I don't really have anything else to put in there. Although I do have the mutation that makes it so that you have more hunger and thirst. But it gives you movement speed and reload speed up, so I like that. What other ones do I have? I got Eagle Eyes for perception and crit damage, which isn't useful for this build, but it is for the Sneak Sniper. Healing Factor I like just because I don't use chems, so it doesn't matter, but also because that means that when a fight ends, your health essentially just regens. So if I end a fight and I'm at like 50% health, it will just regen because it's 300%. And then Marsupial, the carry weight's nice, but the jump height is so useful. Just gotta remember to never use a Rad-X, because Rad-X suppresses your mutations, and it's fucking annoying when it does that. I just took that fork. Don't know why. What a fucking shithole. Also, another benefit of power armor is you actually have a fucking flashlight instead of the shitty Pip-Boy glow. Yoink. this fusion core even full? I doubt it. 90, 50, 75. I got 8 full ones and 1 at 90. I'm not even going to keep these because it's not worth the wait. Because with the perk I have, whatever the fuck it was, power user, fusion cores are doubled, and I almost never seem to fucking run out of them. They last forever. I will admit that I have played this game a lot, more than probably anyone should. And what frightens me is that there are people who have like 900 levels. You okay, dude? This doesn't seem like a healthy... Don't think that guy's okay. I'm also going to turn up the voice volume again because I turned it down really low. The coffee, it did nothing. Oh, I was so tired. Ugh. Settings, audio, turn voice back up. Yeah, why not? I really don't understand so many of the things in this game. I don't understand why they made Vault 76 just like, oh, Vault 76 closes and it's done, like, once you get out of it. Like, they should have made it so that Vault 76 was your home base. Vault 76 should have... Vault 76 should have been like the tower from Destiny. It should have been a place where you can go back and... my brain is melting. It should have been a place where you could go back and there's like NPCs and maybe even player shops or trading available or whatever. You know, it could have been a hub. You could have unlocked things. You could have made it bigger. You could have, I don't know, invited people you met in the wasteland to the vault. You know, like you meet factions and then they establish their own little sort of branch in the vault. Like a little outpost or a little like kiosk, and it's like, oh, here's the Brotherhood representative, and here's the Foundation representative, and here's the other thing.
Did you find the part we're looking for? What a relief.
Yeah, they're much louder now. It's better.
I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from.
I don't like ghouls that have normal voices. It doesn't sound right.
I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside,
She's got a little bit of a fry, but not like, she doesn't sound like a, hey, smooth skin.
in general. My father.
Your skin's real smooth.
Alex? No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what. Would you mind? It should be pretty. I do. I'll be right.
I forget, what are we doing? We're doing weather machine shit? Am I leaving? Is it in here? Is this the weather machine? Excuse me, a weather machine? What? More and more Fallout drifts from being like remotely plausible stuff to just being straight up like magic. What was it? Clark, you know, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. If you showed technology to a caveman, he'd think it's magic. If you showed magic to a modern man, he'd think it's technology. Is it? I don't know why they got rid of the local map in this game. Especially because they've put more interior cells as they've developed the sort of quest line-y stuff in this game. Like, because it's like, it should be like right here. Where am I putting in this part? I pulled it out of a console that looked like that. Is it in there? Is it outside? I can't tell.
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
I can't tell. That's me. I can't tell. What is the FOV right now? I feel like it's a little narrow. No, it's 95. It's what I like. I like 95. 90 to 95, depending on the game. Also, first Fallout game to have an FOV slider. Granted, it was, I believe, patched in at a later date. Ooh, I also have the legendary perk that gets rid of radiation slowly. Very, very slowly at rank 1, which is nice because now I can just ignore radiation. Combined with the healing factor mutation, radiation will heal, or will go away, and then it will automatically heal. Weather machine. Is it outside? Like, do I have to, like... It's one of those things where it's weird that this game, you can take screenshots, but I don't like it because it shows your screenshots as loading screens, and it's annoying because there's a lot of really pretty loading screens, like, just by default. And so my shitty, very poorly made screenshots get overwrite nicely taken backgrounds or loading screens. Man, I wish I could speak English. You know what it is? I'm trying very, very, very hard to stop saying like so much because it's just a filler word. When I have a clear line of thought that I'm trying to say, I'm good at avoiding it. When I have something in my mind that I'm very clear about what I'm trying to get across, if I'm ranting about some bullshit, I'm very good at speaking properly. But when I'm trying to be more off the cuff, I end up really just peppering my speech with likes. And I hate it. I don't like it. When I'm doing sort of on the fly, just almost stream of consciousness, it's just like. You'll notice that if I do have a particular thought that I'm really trying to get across very well, I will even sometimes just stop playing. Like my character, I'll just stop and I'll keep talking because I'm very much focusing on speaking and getting out my train of thought correctly. That's in here. Ticket to Revenge. It's a railway rifle. Text. I don't know if this would be... I'll keep it. Looks neat. Could be good. I always liked the railway rifle was one of my favorite weapons back in Fallout 3 where it was introduced. But there was a funny... there was a glitch that existed in the game for a while where I don't know if it was a critical hit or if it was just a headshot, and I don't even remember if it was specifically in VATS. But one of the combinations of like a headshot in VATS or something like that, or a critical hit, the game would crash with the railway rifle.
Right.
And it took me a while to realize, like, oh, it only happens when I'm using this gun.
Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but...
What is this fucking camera? What the fuck just happened?
All that's left now is to get a scan. She is the only...
Audrey!
Oh, they actually wanted to do a little bit of a fucking camera thing here.
Good. We might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some shiver.
Cultists.
Didn't you say they were connected to an Alex? So if this Alex is connected to these
I like the Mothman cultists. Again,
guys kidnapped
it's
my
neat. I'm a sucker for
Really do her?
I'm a sucker for the vaguely Lovecraft. It's an easy thing. Back when I was like a teenager, I really got into Lovecraft. And I'm gonna say, before he got really popular, but it was like a couple years before he started becoming more in the public consciousness and used and more frequently in pop culture as he is now.
Definitely said I took care of her.
I remember going to a bookstore years and years and years ago, and I still have the book. It's actually on my bookshelf right over there, right off to my side. And I had this really nice book, and it was Lovecraft Tales, and it was a collection of a good chunk of his most, I guess you could say, iconic stories from across his collection of work. So it wasn't just Cthulhu stuff; it was earlier stuff and stuff like that. So I remember going through and reading. Oh, it was so good. I read. I think the first one in the book, and it was the first one
I have been miserable
I ever
for
read
all of it.
of Lovecraft, was the Statement of Randolph Carter, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I loved that one. It's only like 15, not even. It's probably like 10 pages long, and it's so good. And I love the ending. Then there's stuff like Dagon. There's Call of Cthulhu, At the Mountains of Madness, the Dunwich Horror, I think is how it be pronounced. Or is it Dunwich or Dunwich? Dunwich Horror. What else is there? Rats in the Walls. Yeah, I think The Outsider's in it. I don't remember, but like a bunch of his most famous stories, and that really got me into Lovecraft. And so I'm a sucker for games and stories and stuff that introduce, not necessarily just have like Cthulhu thrown in, but have often if they have their own sort of madness, gods, kind of creepy cosmic horror stuff like Lovecraft. I like it. It's an easy sell for me. Not to say that everything that does it well, but when they do it well, it's really good. It's one of the reasons why Bloodborne is one of my favorite games, because it's very much Lovecraftian without actually using anything from Lovecraft.
Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is an
I actually want to see if I can find it.
Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists.
Yeah, I found it. It's actually much bigger than I remember. It's a nice book from the Library of America.
And get rid of Alex.
Lovecraft Tales.
I expect you to do
It's got a nice dust cover on it.
last person I sent to deal with her.
It's a little blue book. It's beautiful. I love this book. And it is so good, and it has like everything. And so I read it in order, and this was the first Lovecraft I ever read. And so the first book, or the first story, was The Statement of Randolph Carter, and I loved it. God, and it's only like, again, The Statement of Randolph Carter is like it's like 5 pages long. It's so good. And then the second story was The Outsider, which was an inspiration for Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Preferably, yes. But
And I love this book. It's a very nice book. It's got the very nice, soft, crisp, very almost thin papers. It almost feels like a Bible. It's got similar like Bible paper.
talk some reason into
Oh, and then the music of Eric Zahn. I love the music of Eric Zahn.
you could use
That's one of my favorites as well.
I
Fuck.
took it off oddly. It appears to have been a gift from Alex. I thought it best to remove anything that might rouse up sentimental feelings. You know the sorts.
Okay, then there's Herbert West Reanimator, which I didn't really like. I found it was a little long. It was one of the longer ones.
Invite her into
It
the
wasn't
family.
bad, but
Yes.
I don't think I read The Lurking
Right
Fear.
after to get Cassidy back alive. Then I guess I will come to
I did read The Rats in the Walls, which I liked. The Shunned House, I don't remember. The Horror at Red Hook, I don't remember if I read that one. Cool Air, I liked Cool Air. That one was weird. Again, very short, but weird. Call of Cthulhu. Very good. Probably one of the more actiony of all of his all of his things.
Knew I could.
Pickman's Model,
Now you better get going.
The Case of Charles Dexter Ward. I think I read that one. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? There's like a bunch of old stamps in this book from that I must have put in there. There's like these really, really old stamps, like Canadian stamps. Like a one with the Queen, and I think that's the library, like the Parliament library. Another one of the Queen, like a portrait or a profile. And then this one, and I don't know. Oh, that's Lester B. Pearson, who was a prime minister. Don't know why that's in there. Must have put him there because I had nowhere else to put him. Case of Charles. Holy shit! The Case of Charles Dexter Ward is long. Holy shit! It's still going. Still going. Holy shit! The Color Out of Space. Oh my god! The Color Out of Space is probably my favorite Lovecraft story. That one actually, The Color Out of Space gave me chills. Such a really interesting way of describing things that are wrong. Like to say that like the weird color and that the blasted heath was like heath or heap or whatever was like the lacking color, and oh god, it was just so good. The Dunwich Horror has some action in it too. Dunwich Horror is pretty good too. Whisper in the Darkness. At the Mountains of Madness. That one's really cool. Also one of his longer works as well. There's one in here. Oh no, there it is. It's in here too. The Shadow over Innsmouth, which I don't think I actually read. Maybe I'll actually read this. I'll read this. Bring this up again. I'm sorry on this fucking tangent about Lovecraft. It's just talking about Lovecraft stuff. This is such a good thing. Lovecraft Tales. I don't know if they still make this, or granted, you can probably find all of his shit is I think in public domain, so you can find tons of. I know I did when I had like a Kindle. I found tons of people just free collections of his work, all of it, just in like a single sort of collection for like an e-reader. You could probably find tons of that stuff for different PDFs and stuff. But again, if you want like a nice collection, and this isn't all of his stories, but it's a lot. I would, some people still like a nice book. I get that. Might do some light reading tonight before bed. Do some nice reading about some old Lovecraft stuff. Reread some of the ones I haven't read in years. Read some of the new ones. Maybe I'll read The Shadow over Innsmouth because I know that's one of his more famous stories that I've never read. It's good. It's good. Interesting. It's one of those authors that it's like. Said like again. God damn it. He's one of those authors that I wish could see how popular his work became. Oh my god, I am so over encumbered. Is my camp still fucked? Yes, it is. Shh. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave this world and so I can get my camp back. But yeah, he's one of those authors that I wish I could fucking send a message to the afterlife or something and be like, this is how fucking popular your work. This is how much you have inspired people. There are those who just take your work and use it, but a lot of times they do good things with it. They adapt it into different genres or different mediums. And then there's tons of people who have taken it and adapted it into something. Oh, someone nuked this area. Have adapted it into something just, they're not adapted. They've taken and done their own thing inspired by it. He's an interesting man. Clearly a man who was very afraid of a lot of things. you know, and very much let that, you know, channeled that fear into his work. Maybe not the healthiest emotion to use as a thing, but he did produce some interesting works. I love that one quote he has of the one quote about fear, where he describes that the oldest and strongest fear, or the oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest fear is fear of the unknown. And I think that summarizes his work. These beavers are stopping me from fast traveling. Definitely a flawed man, but flawed people can create interesting things. What the fuck is weighing me down so much? That could be it. Oh, god damn it, I don't have batteries included on. That fucking helped. Now look at my weight, down by a ton. What the fuck is this? Nightclub advertisement? The Rose Room.
Free supply here, citizen.
Still a lot of weight. Stack weight 38. Jesus. Whatever. You get so many stim packs from stuff. I'll drop another 20 into my... Got 105 of them. Any events? Any events? Doesn't look like there's even many players on this map. Another thing I always liked doing was the powering up the power stations. I found it was just like a fun, mindless thing to do, or just spend some time going through the power stations and charging them. What am I supposed to be looking for disguise-wise here? Like, am I supposed to loot something off the cultists? This isn't a good a good disguise. God fucking damn it! Are you? Do I have to be wearing the disguise, or can I just, like, jump back into my power armor? As much as I hate the animations for going in and out of power armor, I appreciate what Fallout 4 did for power armor. I think it does make power armor feel more It's powerful. Well, it makes it feel like something that it actually was a significant advancement, where it's like, oh shit, someone's wearing power armor. See, why did it like, whatever game, whatever, it's fine. I don't fucking care about this guy's fusion 2-shot Gatling laser. Excuse me. Ultrasight 2-shot ultrasight. Yeah, oh, it's ultrasight too. That means we need. Don't we need ultrasight cores or something for that? And it has nothing else. It's only a 1-star legend. Ah, whatever. Does that negative 150 damage? What? Okay, I don't know if that... How can something do less than 150 or less than 100? Whatever. I'm guessing you could talk to these people, but I do appreciate the quest just being like, hey, shoot these guys if you want. Has more fucking thought out than Fallout 4 does, or more freedom than Fallout 4 does in terms of letting players do stuff. I have such a low opinion of Fallout 4 that I feel like this game is better than Fallout 4 in a lot of ways. Is it much better? No. But it just shows you how bad I think Fallout 4 is. It's always hard. I guess it's all relative. You know, when you say something is bad, it's relative. Because it's like you could point out any you could point out the piles and piles of absolutely garbage like Unity. I mean, this isn't the shit on Unity, but like people who download the free version of Unity and shit out a game in a week and then put it up on Steam and try to just, you know, scam a couple people out of $5 with like an asset flip, you know, with something that they just made with stuff off of the Unity store. They're clearly, it's, you know, something that's, again, it's just trying to get money and not actually trying to make something they give a shit about. It's easy to look at the games like that and be like, these games are not that bad. No, those games are not as bad as that, but I guess, holy shit, that did a lot of damage. I leveled up. Is Fallout 4 as bad as those games? No. Is Fallout 4 a good game, even compared, just keeping it into games in the Fallout series? Fallout 4 is not good. I'm of the opinion that there are only 3 good Fallout games. Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout New Vegas. Stop.
How dare you come in here interrupting our ritual and killing my little mothling?
Are you a 14-year-old boy? Because that's what you sound like.
If I were you, I wouldn't. I've got nothing left to lose. You better choose.
I really don't care.
Not to the cultists, moron. There was a small town still in this park when they refused a buyout. If you know Hugo, he is. It doesn't take much time around the Stoltzes before this story starts to make perfect sense. Hugo.
Why would I have no reason to believe this person? I have no reason to believe this person.
Typical.
And
Now I
why
see
can't
why
I
it's been
just
said
like
here.
believe that this person is
Just
lying to me?
crony on a job,
Right?
hoping to get a pat on the head from Daddy Hugo. You're pathetic. I agree.
I'm gonna have to kill you. Oh, that's funny. Comedy. Thank you, 76. I guess I could just say thank you, Bethesda. The awkwardness, the awkward framing of conversations and interactions in these games lead to just so much what is clearly unintentional hilarity. I don't know why. Like, I feel like that conversation should have happened automatically stepping in here. Like, they should have made it a trigger if they wanted to, where you're forced into conversation with that person so that you then finish that conversation by saying, sorry, I'm going to have to kill you, battle, instead of they were on their knees at 1 HP and they're like, you can try to kill me, and they make a fucking cringe, like, scream, and then I shoot them in the back of the head. You can try to kill me. Ugh. Dead. It's comedy. Oh, there she is. Hello. I'm sure she's fine. I like her striped pajamas. I'll go do this event. These Lost, they remind me of like a little of Call of Duty Zombies, but then they remind me of something else too. I just don't remember what. I can't put my finger on it. Can't put my fingers on it.
Cool. Hang on. Killing that one made the harvester charge a bit more than it normally. Maybe killing them extra sparks.
I don't know why this event likes to lag a little bit. It takes about like a minute for it to load in. There we go. Whee! What should I name this playlist for when if I upload this to YouTube? I'm thinking like I'm thinking of just like, I don't know, because I usually name them something logical like game playthrough, but since this isn't going to be like a playthrough, what do I name it? Fallout 76 Wandering, random Fallout 76 gameplay, I don't know. Fallout 76 isn't very good. I think they're using that one I just got. Railway rifle. Someone's having fun with the costumes. That is one thing I don't like about having to wear the power armor, is you're stuck having to look like power armor. You don't have as many options of stupid outfits to wear. Jesus fucking Christ. How many fucking shots is that railway rifle firing? I've turned into Uwu mode. I had a McQuispy from McDonald's for lunch today. That was the only reason I told you that, is that I wanted an excuse to say McQuispy. McQuispy. I actually like it. It's not bad, the McCrispy. McQuispy. McQuispy. I don't know if I like it as much as Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich, but it's not bad. And this is on the fast food scale. I'm not saying it's like, oh, well, what about... No, I'm like, yeah. I'm judging a fast food restaurant on a scale of what fast food. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say something exceptionally controversial and brave. I think McDonald's is not as bad as a lot of people say it is. I've heard some people, like, there are so many people who are adamant, like, oh, McDonald's is shit, it's shit, it's shit. And I'm like, if you judge it in terms of, like, all food, yeah, it's not great. But if you judge it on a fast food scale, in terms of the quality of the food, it's not that bad, and it's also incredibly consistent compared to a lot of things. Even a lot of fast food joints. Like, oh, by the way, I don't know if it's a thing in Canada. McDonald's now has like it's like limited time. And it's like a strawberry pie instead of like, you know, like the normal apple pies. Strawberry pie is really fucking good. I like it a lot. I like it more than the apple pie. You know what's a fucking place I think is absolutely trash and has such wide variety of consistency? Subway. Subway has gotten so much shittier over the years, in my opinion. And also, it's exceptionally inconsistent. You can find, like, even from the same Subway, you can get, like, a good sub one day, and then you order, like, the same sub 3 days later, and it's just terrible. Like, the bread is shit, and the meat is all fucking terrible, and everything you put on it tastes like dirt, and it's just, ugh. That's why I haven't been to Subway for about a year.
Well, my associates make sure it's safe to exit. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Big effort you made for me there. I won't forget.
Well, weird thing about Subway is I have this jacket. I have this jacket that I've owned for... I've had this jacket for a very, very long time. It's, I've had it since high school now that I think about it. And I don't know if it's just like the material that the jacket is made out of, but for some reason, going to Subway, after leaving the Subway, even, you know, you're in there for, let's say, 10 minutes ordering your sub and getting out, the bread smell, like, clings to it. And it's like, it's just a thing where that jacket, for some fucking reason, just like the bread smell clings to it, and it still does it. Like, I remember in high school wearing that jacket to Subway, because there was one near our high school. Like, it was right across the street near my high school, and so we'd go there for lunch a lot. And leaving, and like for like the next day and a half, the jacket would smell like Subway bread. And then I remember last year going to Subway with that jacket, and it smelled like Subway bread.
Fantastic. Oh, I wish I was there to see it. You know, in a more figurative sense. With that matter settled, I'll notify a team.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill...
I'm so sick of getting drawn into bullshit family drama.
I believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten now. After all these years of not knowing if she was still alive, I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. But now she's gone. For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you.
Wait, that person was actually a woman and not a 14-year-old boy? They sounded like a 14-year-old boy.
He's taking orders from my mad father and killing innocent people. You're both just heartless murderers.
They sounded like a boy on like the cusp of like having their voice deepened, but just not quite there yet.
Alex kidnapped your mother. Ah, no talking sense into that one. She always just runs away.
I don't
That
care.
one.
Just give me the
I
give me
must
the
get
give me
word
the
to the
give me the
rescue team. This
the
way.
cap and the XP and let me leave. Thank you. So did we fix the weather machine? What even happened? I'd love it if this game stopped filling my inventory with crap. Cool. I have 25 purified water? What the fuck? Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River. Also, I was a little obsessed with that song. I think that the rendition of Country Roads they did for 76 is probably one of the best things that came out of this game. It's a really done rendition of the song, in my opinion. I quite enjoy listening to it. This quest seems bugged for me. Actually, I do have a quest to return to some nerd in this vault. Powerhouse of the Cell. I genuinely don't know. I don't remember learning about mitochondria in high school, so...
The stress of everything. You're back. Were you able to secure Hilda safely?
Sure.
My bar for questionable has been... reckless. Well, you're more capable
Yep, great.
than
I don't care.
Take a moment. You're dismissed.
Is that 200 plasma cartridges? I can't see what it is because this giant fucking picture in the way. This quest gave me 9 purified water.
It's never an easy thing to do to put someone... If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on...
See, look, these fucking dialogues have issues where they just sometimes, like, take a shit.
If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter.
Okay.
To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about it all here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day.
Oh, that's good. I'm a general in the Enclave.
I suspect that's for good reason. There's much about how we operate that civilians aren't privy to. And like I said, for good reason. Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project.
Great.
While
I
was
don't
at
care.
That project, I have remained in...
The new animals up there.
Oh, why did I skip the dialogue? Now it took a shit. Is there like a metaphor or like a thing for impatience coming around to bite you in the ass?
Not long ago, unfortunately. There's also the matter.
See, like, I gotta... Yep, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Okay.
Thank you. The drop is located... We haven't had trouble with that location. Or potentially.
Don't. Oh. I wonder, is the game having him finish out the sentences, and it's just I've skipped by it, and it's like skip through the dialogue, but it's still playing. I don't know. I wanna, cause like I have so much water on me. I think I might just drink it. Just to get the stack weight out. I don't care. Oh, you could sell it. Yeah, I could, but whatever. I just don't like shit filling up my inventory. What other game took money? There's a couple games I'm trying to think of that takes money to fast travel. I'm thinking what I was actually thinking of was ESO, where if you don't teleport from a way shrine, it costs money. And then I'm also thinking, I think Final Fantasy XIV also does that. Final Fantasy XIV also does that too, where it costs gil to teleport. Although you can get like vouchers to cover the cost. Shit, that's coming out soon too. God damn. Dawn Trail. I don't know if I want to dive into Dawn Trail like from the start. I haven't caught up. It would involve a lot of catching up in stuff I haven't done in Final Fantasy XIV because last time I played it was in January. So I don't know. I don't remember if I had done everything. I have trouble with that game in that I can never find a class I enjoy playing. And part of it is the fact that too many of the classes play the same. They're very similar. They've got a little bit of flavor to them, but most of their abilities are just the same thing skinned differently, I find. Playing the one, like I'm trying to think, because like Samurai I enjoyed playing. I don't particularly care for the Samurai aesthetic of like the class. That doesn't really do anything for me. Dragoon is fun, although I'm not very good at it. Red Mage is flashy, but probably the most boring thing in the entire universe, where it actually puts me to sleep trying to play Red Mage. Tanks, I actually started playing tanks in Final Fantasy XIV for like the first time. A little bit of Paladin, but mostly Warrior, and I found Warrior enjoyable, but they're still all very the same. And then probably the class, again, it's the class that I find I have the most fun because it's the most unique, and yet I'm probably the worst at it. Black Mage. Black Mage is probably like the most unique class in the entire game as at this point. It's got a really interesting mechanic. It's really fun to keep up. Despite how fucking terrible I am at it, it's really fun to keep up your Astral Fire Ice. And yeah, it's so satisfying. I wish I was better at it because it's funny because I went through like all these things where I'm like, oh, I'm sick of playing Black Mage because I suck ass at it. I'm gonna find another class to play, and then I played like 8 different classes, and I found, man, I don't like any. I have no fun. And then I went back to playing Black Mage, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm having fun with this. So I guess I'm playing Black Mage. Class where you have, oh, I know you have movement, but like class where you have cast times that last several weeks and that you have to stay rooted to the ground to get them off, and if you fuck up by like a second, you can screw up your entire rotation. And where I don't even come into like the top 50% of people who are good at the class. But shit, it's still so much fun. Also, the new classes for Dawn Trail have like, I have like negative interest in.
Chief, Highnop's been compromised. A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter
have, like,
of time until they find me up here.
Viper seems meh to me. I don't particularly care dual swords, and Pictomancer seems really cringe and stupid. I really don't like the way it looks at all.
This whole
I was hoping for like a Corsair class. I was hoping for like a pirate class where you can like do like pistol and rapier or something like that. That would have been really cool. I know there's rapiers already, but like pistol and saber. How about pistol and cutlass? You know, like a pirate. That would have been fucking cool. The one thing I'm looking forward to in Dawn Trail is the visual upgrade for all the player characters, so they don't look like, so that they actually have skin that reacts to light and that their nose is made out of more than 4 polygons. That'll be fun to see.
You seem perturbed, my friend, as you would. How crude. Of course his men work for me. Allow me to explain. But someone like him needs order. Blinders and... James came to me as a part of a package. I bought a box of cereal and he was the delightful toy at the bottom. Now he was a highly decorated, highly skilled prize, but still a part of a larger whole. He plays this role because he needs to believe it's true. A smarter man would see through this facade immediately. But not Oberlin. Oh no.
I don't give a shit.
I'm glad we could see. I hope that you can join in.
Don't try to appeal to emotions to this character. This character's launched more nukes than the fucking Chinese have in this game, or in this world.
If I hadn't already lost my hair, I'd be... You're back.
Oh, I gotta do this song and fucking dance. Okay. I'm just gonna keep the lie up.
Damn it. Daniel was a good...
Don't even care. Yeah, so Dawn Trail's coming out. Got fucking next week. We got
Thank you for seeing this.
Shadow of the Erdtree. Really looking forward to that. Next Friday is going to be a big long stream of me playing Shadow of the Erdtree until I want to go to bed.
I'm sure there's others.
And then Saturday it's going to be me playing Shadow of the Erdtree until I want to go to bed. And then on Sunday I might do an early stream where I play Shadow of the Erdtree until I want to go to bed. Or until I have to go to bed because Monday's work. And then another game I have that I'm considering is... I've lost my train of thought. I am considering Ghost of Tsushima because I heard it's good. Is that a what is that? Shattered Grounds. It's an addiction-based weapon, which it sucks. But it's a makeshift rifle, which I could use for my sniper build.
Impeccable timing. You've gone through great...
All right.
We can get... Do you want to...
No.
Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun?
What is the
And
surface
if
of the
you
sun?
want that
5,000
star,
C?
We can survive being struck by it. The lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside. In a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. Please. When I first heard...
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Yep, great. Let's get on to the part where I do something stupid.
No. When the... That's... I mean, I brought... By chance, positive. It was the... An accident implied. The creation of half... All of them. That is what I'm trying to
I'm
fix.
curious how long Shadow of the
That is
Erdtree...
where I need
See, I'm
you.
playing this fucking game and I'm thinking of Shadow of the Erdtree.
That is... We are... If you speak... Thank you. Now, is there... We...
Audrey and Hilda better be right here. Otherwise, I'm going to scream.
When it rains, it pours.
Oh, fuck. Oh, these fuck.
How can I?
Believe me, I know, but we are so close now. Think of all the people I will
I think it was in Patrician's Skyrim video. He describes one of the scenes as like a high school play in terms of its framing and acting, and I think of that now anytime there's like an awkward conversation or like cutscene, quote unquote, in a Bethesda game. I just think of like a high school play.
Of course, my father's right hand, here to solve all our problems. Fine. It's not like we're left with
It is just like a high school play. Everyone's kind of just standing awkwardly, reading their lines.
Take it all to the future of this vault.
all of our work is coming to fruition. My research on
I
understanding.
genuinely forgot that there were two of these ladies. That there were the two daughters, I think. I'm like, oh, I guess this was the one I helped earlier, and no, I forgot they had a different haircut and a name.
We have the right data. We can run the machine again
One
to
was-
reverse the effects of the loss.
One was like
We think
perky quirky, and the other one was like crazy depressed quirky.
Thanks to the flesh of that madman, loath as I am to say it.
my father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to a sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more
See, that's what also I
complex and
think of
responsive to
when I
stimuli.
see
It's
awkward shit in these
almost as if
games.
He's a completed specimen, and the rest are just.
I think back
imitating.
to 2006.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the
Was
lost
Oblivion
system
2006?
using that monster upstairs.
I will never forget going to the big mall in the city I lived in at the time as a young boy. It was like a day out in the mall on the weekend, and we go to the EB Games because I want to buy a game. And my mom's like, okay, I'll buy you a game. And I pick up this nice collector's edition of Oblivion. It was a nice big box collector's edition. It had the game. It had like another extras like DVD or something on there. It had a pocket guide to the Empire, like an actual physical pocket guide to the Empire, which was really cool, and which is gone. I have no fucking idea where that went. And it also had a septum. It had a metal septum, like a coin, and I think I still have that somewhere.
No. Which is why we run tests first.
And this was a case of I had no fucking idea what Elder Scrolls was. I just looked at the box and the back of it, and I'm like, oh, this looks neat.
We need to be sure
It was the first Elder Scrolls game I played.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can.
These sound effects better be coming through, otherwise I sound like an idiot. There's Oblivion NPC music playing.
I'll mark the first device for you.
I have a bunch of sound effects that I never use enough.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
I'm dying.
Don't.
Help me.
That's kind of what I feel like a lot of the time. I'm dying. Help me. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah. Ooh, 3-star legendary. Can't wait for him to drop absolute fucking trash.
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's old
Yep.
configuration interacts with their cells.
Wow, a pipe pistol.
Why waste our time on this? We just need to see the effects of the new configuration.
God, the Fallout 4 assault rifle is like the ugliest thing Bethesda has ever made in their games. That's saying something.
Test completed. As suspected.
All of these
Become further agitated.
All these research sites are named after German states, I just realized. I believe they're states in Germany, right? I don't know if they're called something different. I think Germany's one of the few I think European state, or one of the few European nations that is a federal nation. It's a federal they're a federal republic. They are a federation, which most European states are unitary states where there is no subdivision of government below the sort of government. Or there's again, I'm now losing my train of thought. Because Canada and the United States are federations. They both have subdivisions that are semi-autonomous underneath a federal government. The U.S. has, of course, states, and Canada has provinces and territories. And Germany is the same way. They have different states.
Test completed.
Whoa.
This is not what I expected. They barely changed.
Rhineland.
They are reacting to the sample from
I just can't, whenever I see Germany, I just can't, anything with Germany, I just can't help think of World War II. I just think of World War II, mostly World War II movies and video games. So I just think of, like, crossing the Rhine.
Starting final test now. I don't like this. This has got to be a mistake, right?
Ow. Ooh, does this work? I have this thing on my... that does work. It's not very good. It's literally two buttons I had to set up that I have to press at the same time. One for the sound effect, one for the overlay.
Results coming in now. Please be different. No. It's the same.
I'm not used to using... I don't have like the... I don't have the skills to be really good on the timing of these sound effects or other stupid shit I have set up for the my Stream Deck. Oh, I should have looked up some Fallout 76 memes or some shit to throw up on screen, so I can have all the fucking shitposty garbage like I do for the Fallout 70 or for the New Vegas streams. Alright, gotta fucking we'll go back to Vault 73, 63, whatever. Stop filling my inventory with garbage. I remember when this game had a punitive food and water system where if your character was dehydrated or hungry, you would actually get negative effects. And then they removed it and made it so that there's no negative effects, but that if you are well fed, you have positive effects, which,
Audrey is trying to fix the weather machine? Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed.
I am so disconnected from this story that I don't even know what this would entail one way or another. So I'm just like, what?
There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now. Up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already
Oh no, the guy who was clearly like a evil German guy was evil? Oh no. I'm so surprised. I'm so full. I need to reinvigorate myself. I'm gonna play a sound effect. There we go.
No, wait. We need to discuss what
That's probably really fucking loud. I apologize.
I need him alive. Good. We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of research lost. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Resistance.
Yeah, whatever.
Dismiss.
Uh-huh. Great.
Don't you be starting it.
Making noises into the microphone is how to be a good streamer. The Hawksbill weather station. Yeah, I'm actually genuinely surprised it took them this long to add something new to the map. I know they have like extra areas. You know, they had Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's Pittsburgh and Atlantic City, which both look like shit. But I'm surprised that it took them this long to actually like glue something else onto the map. If you want to give New or 76 one good thing, I think the world design and the level, each like individual like dungeon this is probably the best or one of the best they've done in a long time. Bethesda, it's quite good. I think it's better than Fallout 4. It's each area is distinct. Each area has a good sense of style. There's some good ways sort of that the map pushes you through the different areas, regardless of which direction you go. Where you start in here, you go north, you end up in here, and then you can go up into the Savage. Well, not really here, but like you can go through the Savage Divide up through here. You can there's just it's good. The areas are distinct. They've got a good flavor. The dungeons are interesting for the most part. The world is just like I guess you could say style wise is very well done. There you go. I said something good about this game.
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought. It's only a matter. I can't believe it's come to this.
I know you hate your father. We get it.
Yes, he needs to die. My God. Oh, Christian, please. That's not my father in there. Both of my parents died during. He's going to do it again. But enough. We don't.
Whatever.
Believe me. I'll begin on the area. I'll be in touch.
Most Wanted Wild West Showdown. What the fuck is this quest or event? Now, do I stop this important quest to go do a Wild West Rootin' Tootin' Showdown?
Okay, that'll get us in. Just focus on the loss while I work on the next bit.
People doing Rootin' Tootin' Hoedown shenanigans. Only one person. Lady, can you let me in? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Do I have to kill this last Lost before this laser shield deactivates? But the AI has made him walk all the way up these steps and now I can't hit him? Is that what happened? Let's see if I kill this guy, does the shield deactivate? Excuse me? Do I have to go a different direction?
Got it. You're almost there. One more to go.
What are you talking about, lady?
God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry.
Well, she didn't open the fucking laser door.
Kill him. Are you crazy? No.
You know what's another thing that's good about this game? Here's another good thing. The music is pretty good. There's some good, like, just like world tracks that are, there's some nice music. They did a good job on the music. So whoever did the music and whoever did the world design, good job. You did well.
Get in there.
You did all right.
My friend. Schön dich wiederzusehen. I apologize.
I don't speak German.
Earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can.
Hugo, don't do it.
Ha! I hadn't taken you for someone. Do you not see? She walked you.
I don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
Ah, but months ago, I ran this. The result, they stole. This would imply it was. I made great progress in my. Suddenly, she responded.
Okay, I get it.
That moment, hand in hand, I learned some. I am a. Only for months, I knew it was to teach, but true. So now.
I just feel like it's.
You know, free will. By on God.
I just like I found this was what. It's just too obvious that the evil German, the guy who looks like a fucking Call of Duty Nazi zombie and was German, was clearly a villain. Like, it would have been a subversion if they didn't make him a villain, if he was actually a good guy. I'm about to sneeze again.
They ask you how you are, you
Oh shit.
that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
I forgot I had my fucking my soundboard page up, not my mute page. One sec. I managed to hold that sneeze for a while. Oh god. Oh, I need where's the other good sound?
I'm dying.
I have a folder on my Stream Deck that I literally just I labeled it really good sounds. And that's where all the sound effect buttons are. If you're a streamer, if you're a person who's going to do streaming, I know it can be they're a little pricey. They've gotten a little pricier in the last couple years, but if you can afford a Stream Deck, I highly recommend it. It's fun pushing buttons, and it's also really useful for bringing up screens and muting your mic and such. I remember before I had a Stream Deck, I streamed for like 4 or 5 months without it, and I'd have to Alt-Tab every time I wanted to Alt-Tab whatever game it was, and then go over to OBS and activate if like an overlay or whatever to like BRB or to mute my mic. I had to toggle the mute on the physical button on my microphone. But now I can just press the little stream button. This is a boss fight. Why won't you die? Never should have come here. I fought mud crabs. More fierce than you. I forgot what the line was there for a second. That's an. Oh, I should get the Oblivion combat music on a soundboard effect. That would be good. That's something I gotta fucking write a note down for that. That's good. I like that. It's good memes right there. What? Excuse me? God, this gun is fucked. Actually, I'm actually gonna double check quick. How much durability? Okay, this boss fight isn't very good. How do we make it? How do we make it longer? Make the health bar go up again. Reminds me of back when, I believe it was, I want to say it was it Warlords of Draenor in World of Warcraft, where it got to the point that the numbers of the game were getting so big in terms of player health, but more so in boss health, that for like the 25-man heroic raids, I think it was like the final boss of the expansion was Garrosh, and he had so much health that eventually got to the point where to make it, they couldn't make it anymore because the integer would just what's it called, would over, I think it's, I don't remember, but the integer would overlap, overfill, I don't know what the term is, but it would go back to 1 because it was only like whatever the structure is, only allowed for a number as big as it was. So what they did is that, okay, they made it like a bunch of health, and then when you got him down to 0, the next phase would give him back a bunch of health, like instead of just having him have one big health bar. And then they fixed that later, and then they made it so that they squished all the health bars together. And that was at the point where like players were starting to have like millions of health. It was getting ridiculous. How about some music? Why is there no fucking music in this? That's so fucking weird. Okay, now he's got a Halo gravity hammer. Just imagine that this is the Oblivion. Where the what the Okay, 2 things to do after stream. Get a longer loop of that Oblivion background music, and get a nice loop of the Oblivion combat music, and put that to a soundboard button. God, this game is fucking trash. But I talked about it in like a stream or 2 ago, I think in one of my New Vegas streams about when I was doing Old World Blues. It's perfectly acceptable to like things that are trash. And it's just that you have to be the person who realizes that it's garbage. And that you have to separate your liking of something from the quality of the item. I enjoy this game occasionally and in bursts. Is it a quality game? No. And I can admit that. You know? And I can be fair. Like, there's things I like about this game that I think are of quality. That's the most thing. It's like, like I said, I think the music's pretty good. I think the world design is pretty good. I think that they are of quality, and that if they were in a better game, they would stand out more. Jesus fucking Christ. What? His pathfinding is broken. That's what it is. His pathfinding is just broken. He can't get up here. And so all he's doing is running back and forth. Why did his health regenerate again? He found his way up here finally. I've fought mud crabs more fierce than you. Why won't you die? Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
Your strength, it would seem. I suppose this is an unfortunate turn.
And he just disappeared. What the fuck? What is happening? Oh my god. They fixed Fallout 76. If anyone who compares any of the improvements that they have made to this game, if anyone tries to compare this to the improvements that have been made to No Man's Sky, is someone who has either, I don't think it's someone who's played this game. I think they're just regurgitating what I remember I made a comment about this like somewhere, but like I think it's a case of the people who say that they No Man's Skied this game are people who haven't played it, or are people who haven't played it very much, or people who are already into this game. And like, it's one of those things where this game was a dumpster fire rolling down a hill when it launched. And so it has been improved from the dumpster fire. The dumpster has finally come to rest after crashing into a brick wall. The fire has been put out. It's still a dumpster filled with burnt garbage. That is technically an improvement. I'm fucked. I can't leave this, and that's it. Yep, that's good. That's really good.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand. That's
how I feel. He's just walking. Like, what the fuck? Well, I already know what I'm going to call this clip. It's going to be called "They Fixed Fallout 76, Guys." I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Help me. I can't even hit escape. I can't even get to a menu at all. I had to shut the game down. I'm going to quickly take this moment to use the bathroom. I shall be back. My cat is very persistent tonight and bugging me, so if you hear her, just ignore her, because I'm doing it. I've noticed that she's been getting a little chunky, and so I have cut down on the amount of food she gets. She is, of course, not impressed by that, and is very persistent in wanting me to give her more food. No. So yeah, that's the thing, is that I'm giving her her dry food. I'm giving her less of it. In that I'm only giving it to her every other day. So she doesn't get any today. She gets some tomorrow. And so she's just very upset because she wants more food. If this fucking quest is bugged, I'm gonna fucking cry. If I have to fight him again, I will spit my own teeth out. Okay, good. Alright, you giant nerd.
Your strength, Edwards. I suppose this is an... We aren't finished just... There's another way. You can still help me. If only you'd see this... I can be the bridge. That pull between. So
Can I help the evil man?
just walk. Get clear of this place. I will make it worth you. They will be safe. This won't just transform them into the... We will move together again.
Ooh, you could be fucking... You could do the evil thing and just... Ooh. That's like almost too far because it is like crazy.
Please. I have no strength.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine. We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
Oh man, have some more impotent rage. Why don't you fucking kill your own father then, instead of making someone else do it? It's real easy to go, "Ooh, I want my dad dead." But it's a lot harder to actually fucking kill the guy, isn't it? And it's like, oh, he was superpower boss fight. I'm like, yeah, now he's not. Just go fucking plug around into the back of his head.
You did a hell of a good job back there. You've been a good soldier. Yep, I'm just glad we're on the same... Don't. That's exactly... His mask's off. I'm sure it feels like he got off. He's sedated for now, and still recovered. But once he wakes up, he's the key to solving the loss. Couldn't have said it better. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess Thessarius. But, look. But I would, if I could. I hope that don't go turning into a stranger, alright?
Yeah, I did it. Ooh, stupid questline's over. What garbage is gonna fill my inventory with this time? That's mine. This is Vaiham there. Gotta repair my weapon. Nope, wrong button. The amazingly good interface of this game. I think Bethesda needs to hire someone just to make better interfaces, like inventory UIs and such. They're very fiddly. They're just too fiddly and hard to navigate.
again for another go? Right. Give me a sec to look up the locations of the parts. When I'm done, you can get scavenging and see if there's enough of them here so you can get to sorting this out. So, this harvester needs some maintenance.
Lol.
I'm hoping there's enough parts around here to fix it up. That's what I
Oh my god, where did these all come from?
Once you've sorted that harvester, let it finally off. It'll bring a storm in, and this lot in here can enjoy the view. Everyone wins. Aye, those are the ones. Go ahead and pop that, whatever that is, into one of them consoles. I'm sure those boxes have instructions in them somewhere, mate. Nice one. Never doubted you for a second, mate. Get the rest of it fixed. Looks good to me. Go get some more. Right. All the bars are at the top and flashing green, so that's probably a good thing. I'm gonna set about getting this thing online. You take a quick breather.
So many stim packs.
Them signatures that weren't used.
So much rat away. I'm gonna go sell a bunch of this. Barely use it.
Also, I don't really know what happens if this harvester doesn't run fully. I'm gonna need you to make sure it charges properly and not let whatever's out there interfere with the process. Last thing, I don't like giving refunds. And if these lot in here don't get what I promised them, they're probably going to want one. So there's another reason to charge them up. Cool. Hang on. Killing that one made the harvester charge a bit more than it normally does. Maybe killing them extra Sarky ones will speed this up. Kill a few more and see.
How's my armor doing? I feel like I never have to repair my armor. I should have helped Hugo. It would have been funny. How long do you have to play to get to that level? Like, I'm level 167. And I feel like I played this game too long. Yeah. Good thing there's all these people with broken ass weapons and I don't have to do anything. I have those enemies are like blowing up into items. Is that new? Look at all these fucking miniguns. There's like 5 of them. They're like loot pinataing. Jesus fucking Christ. The fuck is this? Oh, like a Brahmin helmet mask. Hey, look, this is what I don't have to do anything. Just people with the best weapons just blow shit up. And then I get I get rewarded. I can't even, like, look. Someone with a fucking Gatling, Gauss Gatling. People like the fucking fully automatic railway rifles and the broken flamers. Me, I have a shitty plasma caster because I just want to get ammo efficiency. Thundercrab. I don't even know what killed me. I just fucking died.
Did you see the way that thing folded after you decked it? What a roar, man! Well done, mate. A really solid effort. Everyone, if you could stay inside the bunker for a few moments while my associates make sure it's safe to exit. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Big effort you made for me there.
These scrap kits weigh anything? Barely. Oh, someone's built a base here. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, just a player base. Automatically use stim pack. What charisma?
Vendor not responsible for your safety or the safety of goods purchased.
Let's keep, fuck, I'm just gonna sell 50 of them. I have all this fucking scrap still. Where the fuck did I get an animal friend from? Got any other crap I don't want? Nope.
Human flesh is now acceptable tender.
Do you have a scrap box? This person's almost as bad at interior decorating as I am. Ah, yes, a perfectly normal room of people in tubes. Well, monsters. I think I'm going to switch over now. I've got 2.5 hours out of this. I'm going to probably switch over to this game I can't pronounce that has a demo. It's like Italian Dark Souls. I know that's probably the dumbest description of the game and is probably selling it short, but I might play that. It's a demo. I've seen other people play it, but I've seen other people play it in that I've seen them, like, their video or their stream, but I've not actually watched any content for it, so I have no idea what it's like. Oh, someone just, like, dumped a bunch. I'm gonna take all those stim packs. And I'm gonna sell them.
I lost my Nuka Tap.
Those donation boxes are a neat idea. I like the idea of just being able to, instead of just dropping your shit on the floor that you don't want, just put it in the box and maybe someone else will take it. Back to my shitty base. And yeah, well, that was Fallout 76. It's not great, but it's good for killing time when there's nothing else to play. So yeah, that was Fallout 76, and I'm gonna end the recording here and maybe post this on YouTube, but the stream is still going on, so yeah. Quality ending.